graduate.
No, he's not.
What'd you graduate in?
For Devin?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, no.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Where did you get this?
Oh, it was gifted to me yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday.
wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wear a head. Normally I wear a hat, flat brim felt hat. And I got shades and everything all the way around it. I guess the guy that made it did it.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice meeting you, Boo. Boo, right?
Yeah,
Nigel? Nigel. Good luck to you.
Right?
You got my email with all the information, right? Yeah, good.
Okay.
That's not that. Yeah, it's up to the senior citizen. Okay. They have to tell us.
Yeah.
Okay.
He invited me last night. Living in the farmer's kid. Yeah, house. I always, one of the things I talk about, not about getting like the best of food. How do you because I always see there, I go, man,
Then
I had it together.
use your phone.
I don't have it.
You don't have a phone?
Remember, I destroyed it and I got a new one.
You have the kids, you're married, you have a house, you have kitties. At the end of the day, it really matters. I don't. They're two little girls, you know. Yeah.
Go back to the period.
Brings it here.
We would invite you to please rise, clear the aisles, and remain standing for the national anthem and traditional blessing. Thank you.
Jag skyndar noll i kallt bjuden Bada gott danat ai iegane helanini no dos don besant Nahabayet ahuya, bet ahuya, godeineche, nehiche enedab nebahamini, ahagobineta, bahazitan oti, eyabet ausi hasen, Onahada sent osenden Oshiet open selego Danat ado Nek eyabik iki Karaja Nahasli
Oh, yate sin kodon hidi nidoles. Aro dische ko ala yadat pata hojon gishi bikikhe. E yate ho hayil kada no ho gaibi si nihitsotezan sad that is e kun zago yate ho nihe o as shik Shalchin noslini yat etholes kodo ado di kodoshe abens sohogo kodo sodezun sad beyash titoles hasha al kaadija ado nikishito nihitsodezun taholo Kodela, Shaman Hassan, Nihitra Yadilhil, Shitche, Asheyal Tie, Hashewan, Ding the Nen of Shini, Ko Yad Ehoko Nihehos in, Ado Hunzago, Nihe o Ash, Ado Ko Nihema, Nahassan, Benilni, Ko Anidi Kodo, To. Wishla ako de na nanigi nihilnle nihil a altschote a achyaholt ego ban sikhes ado shaman hassan ko ba hojogo kon halchen oltra altschote yela Adoshi Kodoshi Watahawal Tragito Nanista Benadaho Adolis Ado Ade that no sanigi Ama Aja Ache Ama Sana annala ko hashin soko nihina nashatalla akonte ashina sonana doles beken sozin doles kuyat eho nta istha ado kun hinat ani ado pata ultha kita ko yat doles anit ekho yat eho kodoshi naso kwe ulthagi hujon doles o etishne do tati ne ado hujon kon sahakhes biyi kodo alchin bithi khatoles ado yat eho kon nahat ahujon panel nihtoles nahalchin yanal nihtoles bet beket all yanal nihtoles yikaste ado kon inna yidessen doles ashin zagitadeskhe akonde nlate hoante bekeyate bama beje beche ado beke yilhatje yanalni doles inna yego tedessen do ya konuzan doles o shamana hassan ko dishte ko nejona kon he o as nejona kon nche ko o hayugo shi soyat egi bitte danitle nahaltinda dat egi ako dishin ha ban sahakhistoles shmanassan ko adot annas ashabik ko nahalchin bitchoho idoles soyi gatoles tuch lingo ko hat shiat eshi nayi lahtoles yet edoles ado ko hojon doles ado tiko no kha tigindna belas lai ko nit lo ne tigindna no sini ko na nachin nitle so kya nitle kote ni hiche hojon doles hojon hasli amen.
Oh, you can start there. I'll give you this for your opening national. And Stanley for the opening prayer. Get up. Oh. Base. Yat she kia begay she kibichi ni nishne kia ani bashichi hashklisni dashiche na ke dene dashinale ado sedlachi das kana den nasha. Good morning. My name is Kia Begay. On behalf of the class of 2022, as the senior class president, it is my pleasure to deliver the commencement address to this memorable graduation ceremony. I'd like to start out by thanking and welcoming faculty, staff, guest speaker, returning alumni, current Whitehorse High School students, friends, family, and my fellow 2022 senior class graduates. Yeah. When I was thinking about our class graduation today, I had a crazy but pretty grounding thought. Today will be one, if not the last time we'll be together as a class again. And some of these peoples we might never see again. A classmate two chairs down from you, you might never get the chance to talk to again. I know that seems like an unpleasant thing to say on graduation, but I also think it's beautiful. Beautiful enough to recognize that 4 years we've shared together and coming to a close. So why not cherish these last moments and people celebrating it with us, and for the people who aren't to sit here to celebrate for us. Seniors. I'm sure most of us heard stories of our parents or grandparents when they've talked about some crazy thing they did in high school with their friends. Like example, my dad. One time my dad told me that when he was in high school, this is a completely true story, by the way. He and his friends actually had no proper formal clothes for their graduation. So what they did was him and his friends went into a clothing shop and one guy distracted the store manager while the other two were trying on clothes and trying to walk out with them, which they successfully completed their mission. I'm not trying to persuade you to go out and walk with clothes out of the mall. The point is that high school gets remembered and talked about forever. We're lucky enough to have everyone this time together. I mean, just imagine yourself 20 years or 30 years from now, with maybe one day your kids or friends or family telling your crazy stories about high school and reminiscing those last high school moments to when your back and joints were still strong, or how much you miss getting yelled at, get to class, or stop wandering the halls from Miss D and Clarissa. To finish out through the day, I'd encourage everyone here to recognize the blessing of our last day. I pray that the class of 2022 will walk out of here feeling proud of all the work we've had put into this accomplishment over the last 4 years. Before I end my speech, I would also like to proudly introduce a bright, intelligent, strong graduate that has showcased what strength and determination is. Please welcome Kylie Scott.
Yat she clashe nishle toda cheatney bashichin tena habitni dashache kimtha cheatney dashanala shije Kylie Scott. So thanks Kia for saying my name right this time. So I'd like to thank my family and for their continuous love and support. They have supported me in every aspect of my life. They taught me what I need to know to be successful as a student. Class of 2022, congratulations, we did it. Finally, the day most of us have dreamed of has finally arrived. Our dedication, perseverance, and hard work has gotten us to this day. I am very grateful that we are able to have an in-person graduation ceremony, and we have our friends and family with us here on this special day. We entered high school in 2018, the era of Fortnite and internet challenges, and BTS's song Fake Love certified gold in the US. Now we leave high school with TikTok addictions, caffeine addictions, and season 4 of Stranger Things after waiting 4 long years. But our journey began way before freshman year. It began in 2009 when we began our academic journey in kindergarten. It began in elementary school when we looked up to the big kids because we thought they were so cool. We wanted to grow up so fast as we could to be just like them. But what we didn't realize was that those days spent being carefree just might have been the best days of our lives. Our only worries were waiting for the bell to ring to go to recess, rushing to the bus stop so we could sit by our friends, and trying to pick the best snacks for a class party. While you stayed up late watching Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network on cable, my nights were filled with watching PBS Kids on satellite TV. In first grade, we learned to read and walked with our backpacks with crumpled homework. In fourth grade, we learned about the world through scholastic magazines. In sixth grade, we enjoyed our last months as elementary students at the end of the year field trip. Summers were filled with Piccadilly snow cones and fry bread smiles. Middle school became a transitionary and awkward time, adjusting to a new school, making new friends, and growing up on the internet. We created our socials and we posted cringy photos of our blurry faces, asked people for a TBH or rate, and we also posted pictures of our hot Cheetos. Soon, in a blink of an eye, high school started. High school came with lots of firsts. First homecoming week, first basketball game, first club meeting, first all-nighter to finish your math homework, and of course, your first boyfriend or girlfriend. In March 2020, when sophomore year came to a close, we were excited for an extra week of spring break. However, it turned into a year of virtual learning in a pandemic. For a whole year, our friends consisted of a laptop, unreliable Wi-Fi, and homework packets. We went from our teachers telling us to settle down in a classroom to sitting in awkward silence, waiting for somebody to unmute themselves to answer the teacher's question. Junior year may be the hardest year for us because we struggled the most mentally. The world is changing so rapidly in front of our eyes. I believe class of 2022 is one of the strongest classes at Whitehorse High School. Because although we faced many challenges, we came back even stronger in person. We weren't about to let COVID-19 take our senior year away from us. We got a glimpse of what life would be like after high school. We learned to adapt, we learned time management and self-discipline. We learned to take time for ourselves. I'm grateful to have had a semi-normal senior year. Coming back to school, we have learned to cherish the small moments in life. We realize how much we took for granted before, such as the functioning of the school only happens with the dedication and effort of the faculty and staff, such as custodians, bus drivers, cooks, paraeducators, counselors, administrators, and teachers that make Whitehorse thrive. Looking back, we have all grown up with each other, and it has been fun to see each of you develop into your own unique selves. I have learned that there are so many things out of our reach. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Min Yoongi of BTS. We all have dreams, and I am looking forward to seeing what you have to achieve. There are endless possibilities of dreams in your world, but when things get difficult, don't spend your time worrying about what is out of your control. Take your hands off what you can't control and get your hands on what you can change. The only thing we can control is ourselves because our possibilities are limitless. I know your future will bloom into something much bigger. And I hope you are living a life that makes you happy. Ahehe, thank you. Okay, Kita, I forgot your password, but up next is Makita, class of 2022, secretary, also Unity. Secretary Makita she's always talking about how much she loves her older brothers, spending time with her family, especially her grandparents, and she has many hobbies. She's very good at sports, basketball, volleyball, which she has also been the team captain. So here's Makita Sam, everyone.
So those balloons were for my grandparents. They were, oh my gosh, they were the two people who actually encouraged me to continue with my education and to strive for bigger and better. Well, thank you, Kylie, for that wonderful speech and introduction. Yate Mikita Saminisha, Glasha Nisha Kiani Pasistin, Kitachini Deshache, Glasha Dashanella, Akut Ego Nihokati Internet Nishlam, Shamado Shire Dory Sam, Do Larry Sam Jr. Holia, Shamasana Do Shache, Jesse Shorty, Do John Shorty Wayant, Shanalas Do Shanalas T, Mini Sam, Do Larry Sam, Senior Holia. Oh my gosh, that felt like running for a pageant. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with presenting our Senior Select Award. This individual has a unique way of teaching. He makes learning relatable and very understandable. He relates his learning objectives to indigenous people working in the STEM fields and encourages the students that we can be like them too. He is very altruistic, no matter where our skill level is. He wants us to be the best versions of ourselves and gives us the best advice that will benefit our future. The Senior Select Award goes to Mr. Ramsey Suwanyama. Okay, now I'm going to switch gears here. Good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to graduation day here at WHS High School. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very honored to have been given the opportunity to present this speech. Thank you, everyone present here. Thank you to everyone who is part of the school. Thank you to our supportive principal, Kim Schaefer. Thank you to our teachers, faculty members, parents, families, and friends. You all have helped shape us into the people you see today. And with total confidence, I can say that I can say in total confidence that without you, we would have become very different. And to my fellow graduates, today is the day that we all dreamed about. Well, I'm pretty sure some of us dreaded this day. I know I did. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to graduate high school just yet. I want to have another basketball game, another volleyball game, another senior class officer meeting, running around trying to get everything situated. But I'm very proud of the senior class officers for coming together and having this graduation. It came out really good with all these people here. Well, we did it. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives, high school graduation. This is the major step in the journey of our lives. This is why we recognize its immense significance with a graduation ceremony. Earning a high school diploma is an act not only of personal commitment, but also one of pride. We all worked hard to get to this day. A high school diploma is a wonderful tool in this world, one that opens many doors of opportunity for anyone who is lucky enough to have one. The world we live in is plagued with dangers: Ebola, ISIS, global warming, mental health, facial acne, and now COVID. Despite all the odds, we still managed to graduate. Keep in mind that many of our social and political leaders and heroes started their lives as an average person just like you and me. Despite the failures and the mistakes we will make, and although we may be average, we find that average can achieve greatness. Think for a moment that what your greatness is going to be. Visualize taking the next step to get there right now. Raise your hand when you have it. You guys have your next step? Graduates? The world and society will often tell you what you can and cannot do, but very often these rules and expectations will hold you back. Some of us here today, including our parents, are wondering how our lives are going to be. There's no easy path without obstacles to achieve your dreams and goals. However, don't worry or fret about obstacles. Embrace them. Dive into them head first because you have nothing else to lose. It is okay to wonder, but I also think it is important to realize that our future is not just something that happens to us. It is up to us to create it. So fellow graduates, I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you. Take what you have learned throughout the last 12 years and put it to good use. With that being said, I have a few people to thank. First of all, my family for the never-ending support and belief in me. I literally wouldn't be here without them. With all their support, and my sister Jackie, thank you. I'm very grateful for my family. My family had been there throughout my whole education year. So I have a story to tell, and this is my Sterling Scholar story. I love to tell this story because it shows how much my dad really loves me. And, oh my gosh. There was a point in my life where my dad and my family weren't the greatest, but now it is, and I'm very grateful to have him. Okay, let me wipe my tears. Okay, so it was a Friday night here at Whitehorse. Sterling Scholar was happening. We had to finish essays in our portfolios so we could submit it. Mrs. Simpson called me back. I was home, and it was a week before spring break. And I went home, and I was like, okay, spring break, my day off, my week off, no more stressing, I'm good. My mom gets a call from Mrs. Simpson, and she's like, hello, can you send Makita back down? She needs to finish her Sterling Scholar essays. And I was like, oh, great, never mind. Turned the clock back around. I came back, I sat here, I looked at the prompts, and I had no clue what I wanted to write about. I didn't have a project. I didn't attend any family and consumer science classes. So I finally sat down, put my AirPods in, and I started. Everything started coming to mind. It was 11:30 that night. I got a call from my dad. Shush, are you okay? Are you almost done? Hi, Dad. No, I'm almost done. Give me about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, hangs up. 15 minutes later, I get another call. Shush, where you at? Are you okay? Yes, Dad. I'm still here at the high school. I'm working on my essay. Okay, we're waiting here at the post office. It's 12 o'clock at night. And Mussy isn't the greatest, with everything that's going on around here. Recently, Sunrise just got robbed. What the heck? Who robbed Sunrise? So anyways, I'm like, what are you doing at the post office? He's like, oh, I'm waiting for you. I'm like, Dad, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm here. I'm almost done. Okay. Hangs up. I had to submit a professional photo to my portfolio. So I did that real quick. I checked Mrs. Simpson. She said everything was great. And so my dad calls me in the middle of that. Shush, are you okay? Are you fine? Where you at? Okay, Dad, I'm leaving high school now. It's okay. I'll be home in about 10 minutes. My dad and my mom were waiting at the post office ever since 8. I'm like, what? So thank you to my mom and dad. Oh, my mom didn't even she got into this whole South Florida thing, so she was watching her lives, and she didn't even ask me if I was okay. It was my dad. It was every 15 minutes. And I was like, okay, I thought it would be my mom, right? You know your mom still call you, they'll text you every 5-10 minutes. And my dad, it just really surprised me. I was like, okay, Dad. Okay, back to my speech. I'm done with that story. I also want to thank the teachers for being consistently amazing throughout my time here. Also, even though we give them a hard time about grading papers or what missing assignments we have, they all pull through with us. They all work hard, and we're very appreciative for them. I like to thank Whitehorse's faculty for their support and help with everything. Cooks, custodians, paraeducators, tutors, teachers, and I can't forget my grandma Sylvia, my grandma Laverne, and my grandma Eveline. They all kept an eye on me like a hawk. Every move I make, it goes straight to my mom. It's crazy, like cameras everywhere. You turn around the corner, there's one standing at one corner, and then you turn the other corner, there's one standing by the office. But I'm very grateful that they did. They kept me in line and kept me accountable. Finally, I would like to thank my friends for being good friends to me, especially this past year. It's been a long 3 years, but all in all, I'm very happy with where I am in my life now. And if I learned anything, it's that it doesn't matter what mistakes you make today, because you can still try again tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let me introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Boo Nygren. Boo is from Red Mesa, Arizona. He is Red Running Into the Water people, born for Vietnamese. Nygren received his high school diploma from Red Mesa High School and was valedictorian of his graduating class of 2006. After high school, he attended Arizona State University and received his Bachelor's of Science in Construction Management in 2012. And later in 2017, he received his Master's in Business Administration from ASU. In 2021, Boo graduated from the University of Southern California with his doctor's in education specializing in organizational change and leadership. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Boo Nygren.
Kintkid. Yarat Ashkodit Biga hey. Oh, Horoyan Hatchin da is 3 Sishil Il Ako Bahira Khad. Is there a delay or I think it's just Obeyashtkida. So again, I like to start off by having the seniors stand up and kind of face the crowd, and I want to see how loud the Raider Nation can get. Let's turn to the left and let's see how loud those guys can get. All right, let's hear everybody. Ano tender. All right, well, security shot. Let's tell these guys to chill out. Okay. So, yadate, graduates, you can take a seat. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. You're doing something that your parents and all your relatives have been praying for. So, yeah. And at the first thing I want to also do is thank all the educators here. I know I see one over there. He got an award. I'll tell you a little short story. I know the students will really appreciate Ramsey. So when I was at ASU, I was taking engineering and physics classes, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but Ramsey, he sat down with me and he walked me through all the physics problems, the calculus problems. So you got a good teacher, and I think you got a good award. So yeah, Ramsey. So let's hear it for Ramsey. And then at the same time, all the educators, because I know when I graduated high school, I really relied on all our teachers, whether it was your counselors, your cooks, your janitors, everyone that comes along the way to just give you that helping hand. So that's kind of my first piece of advice is always be thankful. So that's the first one, because each and everybody up there, that's your biggest fan. They truly believe you're champions for all of them. So let's hear it for our champions. Oh, Sheen Shet Dr. Boo Nygren, and Juno Shitot Jitol Taibe Adahausenigi. So I'm from Red Mesa, Arizona, and my wife is also from Red Mesa. Her name is Jasmine Blackwater Nygren. She's also a state legislator, and she's also an attorney, and we both live in Red Mesa. So, and proud dad and proud mom, and one of the first things we made sure we did was we made sure we tried to get settled before we had a little baby. So we got our education, we got our house situated, and all those things. So that's one of the things I really wish for each and every one of you. So I just want to tell a little story about me, and then just so you can take that to yourself and kind of think about it. And so I grew up with no running water, no electricity. I recently lost my mom. I've never met my dad. But what always got me through was being Navajo, right? So with that, as you journey across the country, some of you might go into military or education, or you might be a pipe fitter or a welder somewhere in Chicago. Wherever your journey takes you, you always remember you're Navajo. And no matter what happens, you have a home to come home to, and you have relatives across 27,000 square miles that love you. Always remember that. When times get tough, say, you know what? Remember who you are and where you come from. The other thing that has always got me through is dreaming big. It's always good to dream big because it's ajik, it's free. and nobody can take that away from you. So whatever it is that you're visualizing, continue to visualize it, because you never know. Every day, you get up every single day and you think about it and you visualize it. You take little baby steps, whatever it is. One of these days you're going to be there, because nobody can deny that. So whether you finished first in your class or last in your class, as you move forward, the only thing that counts is how hard you work and how hard you dream. So continue to dream big and be thankful and continue to move on. And the other piece of advice I want to give you guys right here, right here, is it's going to be tough. It's always going to be tough. That's one thing you got to get used to, is your journey is going to be tough, but it's going to be fun, because you're going to have a family, you're going to get educated, you're going to explore the world, you're going to meet new people, you're going to build new relationships. So as your journey moves on, remember, it's okay. There might be times you wake up and you're asking yourself, man, I can't do it, Dobigata. But remember, you dig deep and you say, you know what? I'm special. My name is so-and-so. I went to White Horse High School. I'm a Raider. I know how to get things done. So you continue to talk to yourself. Never forget that, because you're all unique. Each and every one of you got a unique story. You got a specific skill set that you're going to contribute not only to your family, your relatives, and your communities, but the people into the future, the people that you're going to meet. So continue to dust yourself off and get back up and say, Tkenana. Let me hear that. Say, Tkenana. So that's kind of a piece of, that's what I think about, because a lot of people always say, well, boo, hashitoin la, namado na astkada. Ashlatata panakayon, chido, sibiche, nahot, ito, namasana, second grade, then niyado, ahohot, o niyaho, you were set up for failure, but you were able to climb out of it. Again, it's just thinking down there. Never measure yourself with what's going on. You might not got into college, or you might fall flat on your face, but don't think about now. Think about there's nothing that you can't accomplish. So let's hear it for the Raiders. And the other piece of advice that I want to share with you is something I learned from after leaving Red Mesa. Like I said, even though I was top of my class, it's all the same the minute you leave. You're all one team, no matter where you go. Like somebody said, it's South Florida, and my mom was talking to her over there, watching her live at Nenegi. No matter where you go, you might have went to Window Rock High School, Keyenta High School, or White Horse High School. When you're out there, you're one team. You're all dene. So get used to it. Get each other's phone numbers. Get each other's emails, and continue to talk to each other. When somebody falls down, say, Shohei Nadi, you can do it. Benet, what can I do to help you? So continue to move as a team, as one unit, because when you leave here, you're all one team. Let me hear it for one team. Hey, on three, let's say one team. 1, 2, 3. Yes, because we're all the other piece of advice is asking questions. This shy Red Mesa kid with a funny name, but my spirit was always But the one thing that got me through college that I didn't learn until I got there, when I started to see my grades sink and I started to see myself go, I don't think I belong here. I speak too much Navajo. I have a strong accent. When those type of things started creeping in my head, one of the things I learned was to ask questions. Just like the way you dream, it's free, it's up to you. The other thing you got to do is ask questions, because there's a lot of people, your mentors, your educators, you got leaders back here and leaders within the community that are willing to sit down and encourage you. So as you journey on to college or wherever you're going to go, continue to ask questions. Raise your hand. Let me see you raise your hand, the class of 22. It's okay to raise a hand and ask that question, because that's going to determine from getting a C to an A to passing to get your journeyman or whatever it may be, or passing, going through the things that you're going to go through, because it makes your life a lot easier. You build relationships by asking those questions. So as you move along, be thankful, dream big, and be positive. That's one thing that I really need. How did I get where I am today? I always wasn't Dr. Nygren. I didn't learn how to read until 3rd grade. And I got held back 2 times, and now I'm standing before you as Dr. Nygren, and I wrote a 170-page dissertation. How did I do it? I did it by being positive, meaning be open. Be open to building new relationships. Don't be nacho, okay? Yeah. So continue to say, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And if a friend or somebody is successful, they got a good grade, they got a good job, they did something, say, hey, man, that's awesome. I want something like that. So continue as you move on. Encourage one another. Be positive. So, and always dust yourself off, because you're always going to fail. It comes with everything. Like in the middle of my dissertation and getting my doctorate, I remember so many times where I told myself, what am I doing? I was thinking to myself, you can't even write English, right? What are you doing in a doctorate program at USC? So things like that come in. But the minute you dust it off, get up and talk to yourself and call your friends, you continue to move on, because that's how things are going to roll for you. And always move forward as nothing happened, okay? And in closing, I want to give you three advice. Is rule number 1, don't complain, okay? You're not going to get anything about it. You might say, I wish I had 5 more days, or I wish my hair was longer, or I wish, there's always those thoughts that are going to creep into you. You're not going to get nothing out of it, because the only way you're going to move forward and get the things that you want to get done is don't complain about it. Just think about, how am I going to get accomplished? What have I tried today? What should I do to move into that direction? The other thing that some people forget is be yourself. There's only one you. That's why I said earlier, you're all our champions. You're all going to be legendary. Each and every one of you. Continue to put that in your mind, because all these people that showed up to you believe in you. They believe you're championship material. Let's hear it for them. And the third thing I want to tell you is you got to have fun. Don't be so serious up here like me, eh? So you got to have fun, okay? Watch your shows. Take a little break. Go for a swim. Go for a run. Go to a song and dance or a Western dance. Eh? Who are the good dancers here? Eh? So, again, continue to have fun and laugh. And the last thing before I go to my next last thing is your number one mission as you move forward is to be a good role model, because that's the best way to help your communities, to help the Raider Nation, to help the community in this area, is you, each and every one of you, becomes a good role model, becomes a good uncle, becomes a good aunt, a big sister, a big brother, whatever it is, you be a good role model, because that trickle-down effect is going to go like crazy. So continue to strive to be a good role model, because that's how you're going to change our communities. And so before I go to my closing, right? So I just wanted to put this out there. I had your principal share some thoughts about you. So I asked him, I was like, hey, let me know a little bit about each and every one of you. So I'm going to try to go quick as possible. So I'm going to go through this and kind of list what she thinks is what you're thinking about. The reason why I'm going to do this is because when you put it out there, so when you get up in the morning, when you get up to go do something, you got to say it, you got to think about it, and you got to be public. You got to tell your friends and your relatives. That way you can keep each other accountable and you can go on to that journey. So where's Kaya? She wants to be an electrical utility line worker. So let's hear it for her. So, Kaya, see, yeah, earlier, and Sarah, where's Sarah at? All right, right there. She wants to be an art student, so let's hear it for her. Make some noise as if we're down by 5 and we're at the 5-yard line, ready to get in there, eh? So, Robert wants to earn an electrical engineering degree. Let's hear it for him. Remember, good thoughts are very powerful, and so when you cheer for them, it makes them feel good. They're going to move forward in a good way. So, and then Tyron, he wants to continue his career as a welder. So let's hear it for him, all of us. One family, remember. And Leona. Remember I said I'm not good at English? Yeah. So she wants to be a visual arts scholar. So let's hear it for her. Reagan. Raegan. I can do my ABCs though. So she wants to continue with interior design. So let's hear it for her. Mercedes. She wants to continue to exist and just be present. And that's another good thing to think about is always be present. Be in the moment. Miranda. Electrical engineering. All right. There you go. Logan. Electrical engineer. Wow. A lot of engineers here. Viga. Nicholas. Both of you, eh? Nicholas Pelt. Right there. Electrical engineering as well, too. So let's hear it for him. Make some noise. This is their day, and as loud as you can get. See, man, we had a rowdy crowd. Angelina. She wants to continue with her education and be happy. So let's hear it for her. Leia. She wants to expand her knowledge and skills within the arts. So let's hear it for her. Shondine. Did I mess it up? Oh, easy. Oh, easy. Yeah, easy. I was like, that's a Navajo word. Better not mess that up. So she wants to go into the building trades and higher education. So let's hear it for her. 918. Kayson. Kayson. Okay, to obtain a dream, becoming a professional head chef. Dang! Woo! Shea. All right. He's just yelling at me, Shadon. Hey. Continue my pathway of becoming an electrical engineer, mechanical engineer. Wow. All of our HVA systems will be really designed good here. We got Tyrell. Electrical engineer. Wow. Zaire, Z-I-A-R-E. All right, let's hear it for him, and he's going to come up with a plan. So as long as he's thinking about it, moving forward. So let's hear it from him one more time. I'm trying to build you guys up for lunch. Since you know that does. After that graduation, so, this one I think I'm gonna JHREVEN. Yeah, easy. Continue my education in welding. Woo-hoo. Amius. AMAYS. Amias. Psychology. All right. The neon Casey see Nados Kalo. You got Nicholas Howell. Computer science. Here you go. Kyle. Electrical engineering. Wow. Cool. Weston. Viga, hey, let's hear it for him. He's thinking about it and he's working on it. Here you go. Amos. Running back. Hey, Fort Lewis. Viga, hey. Brittany. Study business. Viga, hey, and criminal justice. Let's hear it for her. Austin. Automotive mechanic. Woo! Makida. Education and health sciences. Iga. Kylie Scott. She wants to be an English major in English. I'm going to need her help. Yes. And then let's hear it for Heidi Shang. She wants to be recognized at the state level, so yeah. Xander. Yeah, to work and start a business. Biga, hey. Sorry, my name's hard too, so I get boo, bo, boo. So I'm used to it, so I don't think I'm brutal. Be like, yeah, he's boo, bo, has you know what shit. So PHYLENA. Felina. Viga, she wants to go to Fort Lewis. Carlias. Not present, but let's hear it for him. Let's put the good vibes out there. Valentina. USU. Viga, hey. Caitlin. USU as well. So again, that's kind of the conclusion. And before I step away from this podium, let's give these guys one more big Roar Raider Nation congratulations. Diga tonen jono din kita hallo nare no khatlet yeah.
Then there's a bag. Is it just this? I know.
Thank you, Boo.
That's a box. Gotta have the box. Yat a ama do a je do a amasana do a che do not ani do alt I do ba alta a heha ta no so Kim Schaefer Yanisha beish bichai dina a nishla beligana a bashishin si slichi a shiche beligana a shanala Montezuma Creek do nasha, and it's wonderful to welcome all of you here to our graduation. It's so great to see everyone here in support of our hardworking, intelligent, and good-looking seniors. We are here for one reason today, and I want to remind us that we're here for the 38 young ladies and gentlemen. It is your day.
and I'm so glad that you've made it to this day. We're all very appreciative to our community members, local agencies, and individuals or agencies beyond our immediate area for the support provided to our senior staff and scholars. We would especially note the assistance from Canyon Recluse in sponsoring our Lifetime Achievement Awards. This is a long-standing tradition of recognizing parents who believed in our school and supported all of their children to graduate as a Whitehorse High School Raider. We are recognizing 7 families today for the Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm going to ask our local school board representative, Lucille Cody, to assist me in recognizing the 7 families. And if we could get the 7 families to come here into the center of the field, we would like to take individual family photographs, but also one big photograph of the bunch, the whole team of 7 families who have their youngest child graduating in a series where all of their children graduated from our school. So at this time, I'm going to invite 7 families to move into this front area and for Lucille to assist me in providing these awards. We have Jessica and Emmanuel Benali. Michaela Benali is their current senior. So come on over. We'll get them all over there, and then we'll deal with these. We're also recognizing Verlene Capitan and Teddy Wing because Felina is their current senior. So it's these 4, and then these 3. They just say Lifetime Achievement, so. Leonora Miller and Patrick Hitosley. Drevin is their current senior, and the other Whitehorse High School graduates in this family are Shania from 2013, Kaylee from 2015, Jaden from 2018, and Shayana from 2020. A 4th family is Rosita and Herman Oliver. Brittany is their current senior, and the other Whitehorse High School graduates in this family are Hermona and Latifa from 2012, Malachi from 2018, and Melanie from 2020. Don't let them leave. We are also recognizing Miranda Schultz. Leona is her current senior, and the other Whitehorse High School graduates in this family are Dwight from 2012 and Deshyla from 2015. Just a reminder for all families to stay up here once you've been receiving your award. Lori and Dory Sam. Nikita is their current senior, and the other graduate in this family is Malachi from 2020. And our 7th family with all scholars graduating at Whitehorse High School is Robin Henderson and Gilmore Scott. Kylie is their current senior, and the other graduate in this family is Taya Scott from 2020. Let's hear it for our Lifetime Achievement Award families. CTE, or Career and Technical Education, has a program to recognize seniors who complete coursework in specific pathways. This coursework can lead to immediate employment and can also boost a person's preparation for trade school or university. We have 13 CTE completers this year and ask that they please stand, turn towards the audience, and be recognized with one round of applause. Kia Begay for engineering, Shay Benali for engineering, Robert Charlie for welding and machining, Tyron Chief for welding, machining, and engineering, Kyle Little for welding and machine. So stand, seniors, I'm calling your names, and remain standing if you're a CTE completer. Miranda Morgan for engineering, Logan Murphy for welding and machining, Brittany Oliver for broadcasting and digital media, Austin Pelt for broadcasting, digital media, and programming and software development, Nicholas Pelt for engineering, Leah Prettyboy for engineering, Kylie Scott for broadcasting and digital media, Shondine Tenorio for engineering. Face the audience, CTE completers. The teachers of these CTE pathways are Kristen Bushnell, who I think is preparing our refreshments, Rick Grant, who may be helping her, Sandra Capitan here in the front row, and Ramsey Suinyama. He teaches programming and software development. Sandra teaches broadcasting and digital media. Kristen has engineering, and Rick has welding and machining. Thank you, CTE scholars and teachers. We are now asking members of the National Honor Society to stand and turn toward our audience to be recognized with one round of applause. So National Honor Society seniors. Leona Industry, Brett James, Amos Nakai, Makita Sam, Kylie Scott, Shondine Tenorio, Heidi Thomas, and Kaylee Tahani. We want to publicly note that we had 2 Sterling Scholars who earned runner-up. These were Brett James in Skilled Science and Makita Sam in Family Consumer Science. And we had a Sterling Scholar winner in Leona Industry for Visual Arts. The advisor for Sterling Scholars is Georgiana Simpson, and so we'll like to have her recognized at this time as well. Thank you, National Honor Society members. There are some seniors graduating with honors. And so at this time, we're going to have those seniors and their supportive families stand to be recognized with one round of applause. Brett James and his family, Amos Naki and his family, Shondine Tenorio and her family, and Heidi Thomas and her family. Honors, graduating with honors. We also have families of scholars who are graduating with highest honors, which means these individuals have earned GPAs over 3.5. So would these highest honors graduates and their families stand and be recognized with a round of applause? These include Leona Endeschi, Makita Sam, Kaylee Tahani, and Kylie Scott. Every once in a while, we have a scholar graduate with highest honors and a GPA of 4.0. So we would like to provide special recognition to Kylie Scott and her family. It takes a lot of diligence and meticulous academic effort for someone to earn a 4.0 that's A's all the way through freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Go, Kylie Scott! It is a real pleasure to have Navajo Nation President Jonathan Nez in attendance for our graduation. I would like to invite him to the mic to give a few words of encouragement to our graduates who are future professionals. So let's give him a warm Raider welcome. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you, Principal Schaefer, and let me also be one of the very first to say congratulations, class of 2022, White Horse Raiders! Awesome. Najana Shalchin, She Yakodo, Shadeje, Ashin Ainshle, Aro Tkanesani Bashichin, Twitchini, the Shachero, Tachini, the Chanala. So yat and hidini do letano tsokwa shalchin no thinigi do are mado je che masan analan no thini ke no thinigi do kodo faculty nakada ult khagi do not ani do here kodo binda so do zinya here Stanley nev for the prayer jo bedanit ayat so the zinbe ben hit zilo naso deni kha Kodo Dr. Bu Nigrin and Nini ni Kodo Nikik Nikidne Nakatso del Zino Nakatso del Zino the Nachekon and Daisol Trashalchin by Helen. And I also want to say thank you to the folks that are behind me, Superintendent Ron Nielsen, of course Principal Kim Schaefer, our board members, and our keynote speakers. Let's give them a big round of applause as well. Thank you. And I will make this quick. I know that you all want to get to the reception, right? If you have mutton or a chi at your reception, I'm available, all right? I'm available. Nhinle achia yoda il Western Agency. Shantode yisina sha chkeno thini. Aro kodo here nakhalchin beken sozon kunda istra. It is a momentous occasion, young people, that you have crossed the finish line. But is it the end? Or is it the start? Think about that. But you know, with your family, your friends, the teachers and the faculty, and the foundation of who we are that teaching has been given to you. You have been, as they say, off the nation, equipped to succeed. But in our worldview, you have been given the weapons to fight off these monsters that are plaguing our people. You know, with your degree today, young people, holds a lot of responsibility. You know, you are going to be in the front lines of battling these monsters. We all heard about the monsters, right? Old age, hunger, poverty, even lice. One time I said lice and they looked at me like, well, what is lice? Lice means taking care of yourself so you don't get lice, right? Personal hygiene. But today we have monsters that are plaguing our people. Alcoholism, right? Drug addiction, depression, suicidal thoughts, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even COVID-19. And as I heard each of you stand today, being announced what your profession is, you will be battling these monsters in the future. And I am so honored to be here today to know that we are, right? We're going to be in a better tomorrow with these graduates graduating here today, right? Let's give them a big round of applause. Faculty, the staff, the teachers, thank you so much for the hard work, the perseverance that each and of you have done for our young people today. Aro amado je che masan anala no thinigi ke no thinigi nihido hihe bahajon di je kwa nakhalchinin da istka beken son zon ahot abna nishida yilla kachi naso ina ade letole. You know, we have some great graduates, and as you heard, the Lifetime Achievement Awards today, we have many people from this community that are doing great things throughout the Navajo Nation, throughout the country, and all over the world. Right? Navajos are all over the world. You know, yeah, give yourselves a big round of applause. There's a Navajo right now in Greenland herding sheep. Did you know that? So some of you, some of us could return to herding sheep, huh? And make it a profession. But that's who we are as Navajo Shachin. You know, we went through some difficult times these past 2 years. COVID-19. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We turned it around, right? 2 years ago, we were #1 in the country of COVID positive cases. Do you remember that? We were in the news. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are the most vaccinated people in the country, if not the world. Our elders, 65 and over, masana che anala no thinigi nasta so linigi ya ahehe. 65 and over young people. Guess what their vaccination rate is? 90%. They took this pandemic very seriously. Thank you so much to our elders. And that is what we are talking about. You know, you'll hear a lot of speeches about resilience and strength, but we also need to remember and honor our past leaders that have gone through some difficult times, right? We went to Fort Sumner. We persevered there, 4 years of captivity. We signed a treaty. But our ancestors, your family members, wanted to come back to their homeland because they thought about each and every one of you that are seated here today, and they wanted you to succeed. Now, graduate, it is your turn to do the same for the next 50 years, the next 100 years. The success of our Navajo Nation is our responsibility, each and every one of us. And I commend the hard work that you have done throughout this pandemic. We lost some loved ones. Our thoughts and prayers go out to our families. Kunshi nihijedo nihintastilkwa no ta no zino teacher. Nihikain nihidnata nihitsa dajiten. Dihin biche naol te indishti. akonde konshik enoslini hadainoslne konshin nkhalchin sabaj gotalla. You probably heard this before, graduates. Yegunt binga hainlne. You know, those words have been handed down from generations to generation. Guess what? Those same words were said to the people that were coming back from Fort Sumner. And you know what? Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are over 405,000 strong Navajo people. Give yourselves a big round of applause. 27,000 square miles of land. We are the great Navajo Nation. And be proud of that, young people. Be proud of that. You know, yesterday we had Senator Romney. We had the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, the lieutenant governor, Deidre Henderson, and many more of our leaders that came to Monument Valley. And we signed in an historic water rights settlement, the Navajo-Utah Water Rights Settlement Act, that will bring water to communities of Ojito, Red Mesa, Tisnasbus, Mexican Water, Denahocho, Navajo Mountain, and into the Navajo-Utah region. And it's because of the folks who fought very hard for what is ours, and that is water. Let's give our ancestors a big round of applause for getting that across the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to end with this. I know there are people throughout this country that have said our children missed out on a lot these past 2 years. You know, I beg to differ. The reason why I say that is many of you were herding sheep. Many of you were taking care of livestock. You planted a garden. You restarted the farms. You helped out your grandmas. You helped out your relatives, your parents throughout this COVID-19. You were on the front line of this pandemic, telling each and every one to take care of themselves, even reminding us to wear our masks, right, parents? Telling us to stay at home when we shouldn't be traveling, right? We had lockdowns, we had curfews, 57-hour weekend curfews. We're supposed to be at home, right? But I know some of you know the back roads out of this community, ending up in Farmington, New Mexico, other places. We forgive you, Cortez. But I know you were wearing your mask, right? Because everybody was wearing their mask off the Navajo Nation. But you know what? We worked together, young people. We helped each other out. That's the perseverance. We got a little glimpse of what our ancestors went through the long walk, helping each other. And you know what? You accomplish a big task, a big goal amongst a pandemic, Shachin, and you received your high school diploma. Give them another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I have one of your graduates working at the office of the president and vice president of the Navajo Nation. I have Davis Filford here. Davis, can you stand with your wife? Davis is a graduate of Whitehorse High School, 1985, and working for the Navajo Nation Office of the President and Vice President. So don't let anybody tell you you can't accomplish anything, young people. Look at Kylie Scott today, 4.0. Give her another round of applause. And a special person to me, coming from where I come from, Navajo Mountain, Ojito, I want to personally congratulate Leona Indishchi. You want to stand up one more time? Leona, give her a big round of applause. Navajo Mountain, Shanto, thank you so much, Wet. And you are a champion amongst all the champions that are here. You are all warriors. You are lady warriors. Take care of yourself. hadainolne yego dat aro benache nakhandi ta nene jo aja holjish. And we have a doctor here that spoke to you, Dr. Boo Nygren. Now let's give him a big round of applause. He came back. He came back to help our people. And many of us have done that. And I know you, each and every one of you, will do the same. We look forward to the future. Reach for the stars, graduates. And one last time, thank you so much. I know I've received a lot of questions when I walked in. Guess what that question was? Where's my check? What's my answer? It's in the mail! Congratulations, class of 2022, White Horse Raiders. God bless you, and God bless our great Navajo Nation. Thank you so much. Kia ora.
Okay, before we move on, can we have Ramsey Suriyama come up and receive your Senior Selective Award?
Damn.
See this right side, left side. Let's see left side.
Left side, right, right. Inside square.
Okay, yeah, no, that's it, yeah, okay. And for, oh, no, it's good, you're good, you're all good. And for our principal, Miss Schaefer, for all the hard work you put into our 2022 class, I have a gift for you. Yeah, for everything, it means a lot. Yeah. Oh, but Schaefer, one more too. Blanket too.
Wow.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Wrap around. It goes around like this. Like this. And then you give me a hug. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, seniors. It's been a real pleasure to work with you in so many ways, and you've been through so much to get to this place today. Let's say a big thank you, as in all of you saying thank you really loud for your very first teachers, your parents, your grandparents, and other family members. Auto, the same thing for your school teachers, paraeducators, custodians, groundskeeper, counselors, front office staff, bus drivers, and food service staff. There are 2 staff members entering into retirement this year. Let's give Linda Golding, special education teacher of 19 years, and Marie Benali, kitchen staff of 9 years at SJSD, a Raider send-off. I don't think she's here. Seniors, the moment you have been waiting for. You have overcome so many challenges and obstacles to earn your high school diploma. Remember, it is your daily choices and actions that will lead you to greatness. As you take your next steps out into the world beyond high school, know that we love you and we will be here whenever you need to reach back for encouragement and support. Take good care of yourselves. Travel safely during this graduation weekend, and have a stand. Ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries in San Juan School District Board of Education, it is my pleasure to certify that the senior class of 2022 have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by the state of Utah and the San Juan School District Board of Education. Please accept them as graduates who have earned a high school diploma.
You can be seated. Thanks, Kim. Yat e shikedo shidina. Ado kwage no yahagi kwen hashkina nda iltraho kwa benia atlasoli ahya shike nsago na ha nitsen she ya Lucille Cody and she kia ane donna and shlont lasche bashchin to hadlini da she but ani da shanala ado akodona sha masado ado shija the late Ben Whitehorse Senior Holiend ado lasche donna and law so lasche da non slini da si lasche da non slini da si adan that and Shaha Nihiwa Quaggy, Kayahan, Ben Hadazi saw Baokwa, Ultra Bakalia, a Shaha and Hachine Hot Arkodo, and that is Trahok at Quinzaho Holjish, a Shaha Ado Shamaya Margie James Holiande. Shiprock, New Mexico, Donarande, Adoshache, Jack Pinto, Shiprock, New Mexico, do Adoshanala Husky, Husky, believe the guy, yeah, Jo Shanalan, Adoshanala Star, Mary Whitehorse, Ado, hey, love, it's Ado, or no Sally, Shanala Husky, believe the guy, that no Shenny, thou see here. Ado o you out a target ano safe a court here nostro Nihin not quite hot at today. So here ado shanale with ado no settle slash cheniaja a conda iltra a court here. First of all, I would like to recognize my pastor, Pastor Larry Jack. Are you here? Thank you, brother, for coming and being a part of the commencement exercise. Yeah, brother. Good morning and welcome to this wonderful celebration of commencement exercise. This is without a doubt one of the absolute highlights of the work we all do as educators. Before I share my thoughts with you, I'd like to thank our Superintendent, Mr. Nelson, Assistant Superintendent, Christine Fitzgerald. We've had a busy week of graduation and promotion. Of course, yeah. And all dignitaries, Mr. Jonathan Naz, Shiyajdo, Mr. Nygren, Ado Stanley, Do Hiha, Quagga, Nahano Yadon, Hachinibaj, Hadasotzi, Ado Eba, Nitsan. Ado, I would like to thank all the parents adults who are able to join us here this morning to celebrate our scholars, and those who weren't able to join us, because it is only with your support and your understanding of the importance of a solid education that your children can truly thrive. Amado jada no sheni ado ano sese ado amasana che anale sa anale sti ado amado mayajedo dada no sheni kwaige. It takes a family to raise a child. So you're here to support your scholar. Ako ahyahat and hidedeshni. Ado nazarin da so credo do nihistajon. Binya bindan da do na binda sa yodo adjichil chindo yo bindan da creda hosteya. Anyway, ahyahat quite a binda quite sasolneo quite atin quaden hinos ako ahyahat. Ado scholars, it is an honor to be here with you to help celebrate this amazing milestone in your life. Graduation from high school is a culmination of years of hard work. And as our mission statement says, the mission of the San Juan School District is to unite parents, students, scholars, educators, and communities to enable all students to become empowered, literate, well-adjusted, and productive citizen. And that's what happened here today. So our mission was accomplished. Eba Nitzen. And I would like to thank all teachers, staff, custodian, bus drivers, cooks. We recognize our teachers and honor you for the tireless efforts on behalf of our scholars. One of the most challenging and fulfilling jobs, literally shaping and changing lives. We thank you for the vital role that you play in supporting students and strengthening the future of our scholars. It takes a big heart to help growing minds. You just don't teach, you inspire. Thank you, staff. So at this time, Mrs. Schaefer, Mr. Gosney, Whitehorse High School Principal, Assistant Principal, on behalf of the Board of Education of San Juan School District, I accept the Whitehorse High School graduation class of 2022 as they have met all the requirements as set forth by the Board of Education of the state of Utah and San Juan School District. Congratulations, class of 2022. Mano, thank you for supporting your sister.
Is it still morning? Let me check my time. All right, good morning. Parents, staff, and scholars, welcome to Whitehorse High School class of 2022. Share Rowena Little Hat, when she did nasha, beach Indy did nasha. Although I would like to say my clan, because I always forget and they always tell me you need to introduce with your clan. Zazasanin shlon ishi ni bashichin kia ani dashichego torichi ni dashinale. And I would like to, on behalf of my father, he's in the ride on this side, he would like to say congratulations to class of 2022. My father is Wesley Jones. He's the chapter president for Aneth in our area here in the community. I don't know what happened to him. He's always talking, but this time he said there's a lot of people I respect each and every one of you. So he decided to sit out by the gate, and he just wanted to say, congratulations. I know every one of you will do your best, and remember, education is the key. When I graduated, he always told me and said, education, never forget that. That's going to be your parent and your mom taking care of you. In return, remember that safety. You always have to be alert in your surrounding, wherever you're going. So please take care of yourself. And this is on behalf of him. So I have a few instructions to provide at this time. So please listen carefully. I'm reminding everyone that we must continue to follow COVID safety protocols. This means you must remain in your area. It also means that we will not be shaking hands or bumping fists. The photos with the dignitaries are going to be taken by a professional photographer, and she's located here. These photos will be shared with seniors. Guests, you will be able to be a good view of your senior with your diploma, because they will pose for a photograph at the east end of the graduate seating area, and again at the west end of the graduate seating area prior to returning to their seats. Please move quickly and watch your distancing. Seniors, scholars, as I announce your name, please walk quickly to Ms. Schaefer, accept your diploma, and step onto the platform. Go around the flowers, there's a platform there, to pose for a professional photographer with the dignitaries. Once Caitlin gives you a thumbs up, walk directly to the east end of the graduate seating area, and then to the west end of the graduate seating area for additional photo opportunities. Then return to your assigned seat and support your classmate in getting their diplomas. Proud of each and every one of you, and you are all bright scholars. Continue on with your education and achieve your goals. I would like to confirm all the speakings that took place this morning on behalf of everyone here. Congratulations. You may stand up, scholars. Kia Begay, son of Laverne Joe and Alfred Begay. Kalila Benali, daughter of Beryl Benali and granddaughter of Alicia and Aaron Cogashell. Michaela Benali, daughter of Jessica and Emmanuel Benali. Sarah Christina Benali, daughter of Caitlin Baalili and Liza Baalili.
That help at all? I thought so too, but not happening.
Shay Benali, son of Tiffany and Alonzo Benali. Tyrell Benali, son of Tamra Lansing. Is there an extra seat? You can sit.
So maybe if I have them stand on this corner? Yeah. Yeah.
Robert Harris Charlie Jr., son of Edwina Yanito and Robert Charlie Sr.
Working.
Tyron Chief, son of Patrice Billjohn.
Colby.
Kobe, Mr. Sosi.
Get them to stand over there. Some people are trying to take pictures.
Leona Endishchi, daughter of Miranda and Miranda Salt and Auntie Samantha Salt. Come here. Habita. Zaire Habita, son of Marlene Tabaha. He can stand by. I thought. Go stand by Mr. Nez. Go stand by Mr. Nez.
Mr. Ness.
Not A?
Draven Hatafli, son of Patrick Hatafli and Lenora Miller. Yay!
Did I say it right? Good job.
Amias Hicks, daughter of Thomasina Benali. Once right here, and then I'll go once to Lucille. Okay. Congratulations. Nicholas Howe, son of Nina Nez and Kurt Howell. Are you excited? Yeah. Your mom wants to take a picture with Shoot, over here. Good. Brent R. James, son of Robert and Brenda James. Reagan Jones, daughter of Ida Phillips. Pretty, pretty. Congratulations. Mercedes Lansing, daughter of Eugenia Merritt and Berlin Lansing. Kyle Jordan Little, son of Sean Little and Sylvia Whitehorse. Weston Mini Goats, son of Darlene Begay and Felix Mini Goats.
Congratulations, Wesley. Step right here on the corner. She's going to take the long line of dignitaries. She's trying to get the whole line. Good job. Okay.
Miranda Michaela Morgan, daughter of Randy and Coraline Morgan. Wow, pretty, pretty dress. Logan Murphy, son of Lucille Murphy and Newland Denali.
Yeah.
Amos Noki Jr., son of Clarissa Noki and Sam Chi III. Brittany Oliver, daughter of Rosita Sikizi and Herman Oliver. Wow. Austin W. Pelt, son of Bessie Pelt and Hugh Jack Pelt. Nicholas Pelt, son of Alberta Pelt and Shelton Sosi. Angelina Phillips, granddaughter of Bessie Phillips and Gilbert Phillips. Leah Prettyboy, daughter of Tafina and Galvin Prettyboy. Over here. Pretty. Makita Sam, daughter of Dory and Larry Sam Jr. Kylie Scott, daughter of Robin Henderson and Gilmore Scott. Shandine Tenorio, daughter of Roseanne and Nicholas Tenorio.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh,
Heidi Thomas, daughter of Endora Hawley and Pernell Thomas.
pretty. Mm-hmm.
Kaylee Tahani. Daughter of Kimpratina Tahani and late Thorsten Tahani.
Just like we practiced.
Alexander Washburn, son of Jennifer Poyer and grandfather Everett Poyer.
Congratulations.
Patricia Weaker, daughter of Vandiver and Maria Merritt.
Wow, pretty, pretty.
Belina Wing, daughter of Verlin Capitan and Teddy Wing.
Congratulations, Selena. It all worked out, right? On the corner, she's going to try to get all of the dignitaries down. Good job. Is her last?
Not here, not you here. Kason Yazzie, son of Kendrick, Jim, and Griselda Yazzie.
Right here, Casey. Congratulations. Right here. Good job, Jason. You want to move your tassel?
Your tassel. Valentina Yazzie, daughter of Natasha Yazzie. Yeah, last one. Where's, come on, where's Valentina? Pretty, wow. Yes. Caitlin Zuniga, daughter of Jennifer Guedes and Simon Miller. Congratulations, scholars. I would like to invite Leona Endishchi at this time.
Don't start. Come on up, but don't start until Caitlin gets back.
Wait until Caitlin gets back.
Sit down. One more.
Trying to, what if we? Nope, let me go probably over here. And just barely lift your cap up a little.
Lift up your chest.
Just a little, you gotta shout. Good job. Alright, now thank you.
Where is she?
Merry Christmas. I think we got it. Check it out. Take that one.
I can't.
Okay, Leona.
Yate be Yate Abene Leo everyone. Sorry. Leona and the Sheen Nisha Kitla Cheatney Nishla Topaha Bashichin Twitchitney Dishache Twitchini Dishanella. Now that everyone is seated, is everyone ready? Are you proud of everyone? Yeah! Are you excited? It's time to change the tassels from right to left. I'm going to count to 3. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Place where I can go. Take me home. Someone take me home. Place where I can go. Someone take me home. Struggle, just let her live trouble. After everything I witnessed, after all of these decisions, all the lives we because they get out of it. Just to get through. But even if it's closure, I'm still safe. Still trying to keep pace. Somebody give me a sign. I'm starting to lose faith. Place where I can go to take this off my shoulders. Someone take me home.
A lot of things in your life right now. Hard to